All right, everybody, welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about the national championship for college football, and that's coming up right after this. All right, everybody, welcome back to Just Justin. I am Justin, and yes, we'll be talking about national championship for college football. The college football season is officially over. All right, so we have the college playoffs video, and that was right here. And so, yeah, the two teams that were remaining were number 1, Indiana, and number 10, Miami Hurricanes. Okay, so Miami. Personally, I didn't think Miami should have been in. Well, because I don't really like Miami, but I don't think they should have came in with the way that they, because they weren't the ACC champions. But anyway, that's a different story. But Miami came in at number 10, and they went on a winning streak. Knocked off some pretty good teams. Ended up here in the national champion being played at the Hard Rock Stadium there in Miami, Florida. Their home stadium, their home turf. So Indiana comes in after a 15-0 season. They came in at number 1 overall after they beat Ohio State in the championship game. So Indiana, Miami came in two top-rated teams, and defense. Just it was going to be a defensive game all night long. So first quarter was kicked off and everything like that, and Indiana went up by 3. They kicked a field goal. All right, then Indiana came back and they scored 7 more points in the second quarter. Of course, Miami tried to kick a field goal, but the kicker missed it, hit off the upright and went off. So it's no good. So Miami went into halftime scoreless. So it was 10-0 at halftime. So at halftime was over. Miami came out. They scored a touchdown. Puts it at 10-7. Then Indiana scored a touchdown 17-7. All right. And then the fourth quarter. Now this was where it got interesting. Miami scored 14 points, putting them at 21. And in that fourth quarter, Indiana had scored a touchdown and a field goal, putting them at 27. Okay? So it was a very close game. Indiana was only up 24-21. They went down and they had a false start penalty on number 65, I do believe it was, and I pushed them back 5 yards, so it was 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 1, and that kind of, or was it 2nd and 6 instead of 2nd and 1? But anyway, it put them back, so Indiana had to kick a field goal, and so it put them at 27-21. Okay, all Miami had to do was score a touchdown to kick the extra point and win the game. So it was going down. Miami was on the brink. It was like 4th and 6 or something like that. And they got a roughing the passer call against Indiana. Automatic first down, 15-yard penalty. And then they went down the field, and Carson Beck, he threw that ball. I thought it was going to be a touchdown because it looked like the Miami player was wide open over there on the corner. But the safety had come over. The cornerback kind of laid off a little bit. Eyeing the ball, intercepted it because it was thrown a little bit short. Intercepted it, and he went down, and the game was over. Well, actually, he went down on like the 3-yard line or something like that, and not Carson Beck, but Fernando, he nailed it. He kneed it down on like the 1-yard line, and he had nowhere to kneel it down at. So the last play of the game, he had to get it and do a quarterback sneak across the line just so that he's not in the end zone doing safety. So, yeah, fun times, right? Fun times. So it was, a lot of people were saying it was a boring game because it wasn't a high-scoring game. To me, high-scoring games are kind of boring because if you have one team that are like scoring like 50 points and the other team's only scoring like 30, it's kind of not fun. But these games, to me, make it interesting because they're a close game. They are a physical game. They are getting it down in the trenches. So, my hat's off to Indiana. I was rooting for Indiana, once again, because I don't like Miami. But their first ever national championship, Indiana Hoosiers, they won it. 16-0. It's been a long time since another team has won the national championship undefeated. Well, BYU did it in '84, but it's along the lines there, okay? So, but Indiana Hoosiers, good job on that. I think I actually saw the coach of Indiana actually smile for once. He is a dang good coach. It's too bad Nick Saban, he was rooting for Miami because he didn't want his assistant coach to win because he didn't want that. I don't know. I think I would have wanted to have the coach win because I taught him. He's in my tree, my pedigree, you know? But that's just me. So good job, Indiana, 16-0 on the season. And there was an early poll that came out for the top 25 next year. Of course, Ohio State was number 1. Indiana was number 5, I do believe. So the national champions are number 5 coming in next year. So go figure. It was a way too early top 25 poll. So, yeah. But hats off to Indiana. Good job being the national championships. Too bad it was the Big Ten again. Michigan, Ohio State, and Indiana, all Big Ten. But you know what? It wasn't an SEC school. So that's good. All right, guys. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button and that bell notification, just so you can notified anytime I post a video here on Just Justin. It is all no niche channel. I talk about anything on this channel. I gotta start talking about more things on this channel. I think it'd be a lot better than it has been. So yeah, look forward to coming back. Appreciate all you guys. And until the next one, I will see you later. Bye.